Hi guys, this is Simran. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am sharing my next 10 kitchen tips and tricks to save you time and money. I will also be adding the links in the description box of my other kitchen tips and tricks videos. I highly recommend you to check them out if you haven't. Let's get started with this video. Tip number 1. Keep a small bowl or a katori in your spice box. While cooking, when you knead the spices for your dish, simply add all the spices in that bowl and then add it to your dish. Doing this will not only save you time, it will also prevent your masalas from burning. After using it, keep it back and close the lid tightly. Tip number 2. Place a spoon outside the coffee bottle with the help of a band instead of storing it in the bottle. This will keep your coffee away from moisture. After taking out the coffee, you can simply place the spoon back. You can store your spoon like this in any bottle where you need it handy. Do give this tip a try. Tip number 3. Light a candle after you have cooked a meal and cleaned up the kitchen. This will take away all the food odors from your kitchen, leaving it smelling fresh. Previously, I would open the doors and windows after cooking a meal to remove the food odors from the kitchen. But I don't have to do that anymore. This trick works like magic. Do give it a try. Let's move to the next tip. Reuse old, torn kitchen towels or other clothes you were planning to discard. Cut them into small squares. Store these pieces in a basket or any small container. While working, if there is a greasy mess in the kitchen, instead of cleaning it with a regular kitchen towel or a paper towel, use these. This will prevent staining your kitchen towels or wasting paper towels. By reusing these, you will not only save time and money, but also the environment. Once done, simply discard that piece. Tip number 5. Next time you make tea, try adding a pinch of Garam Masala if you don't have any tea masala or if you just want to give it a unique flavor. Since the Garam Masala already has all the whole spices, it gives a very good flavor to the tea. After adding the Garam Masala, just make your tea the regular way. Somebody shared this tip with me many years back and I really liked it, so I thought of sharing it with all of you too. Next tip. If you have some leftover dinner rolls or buns and you know you're not going to use it in the coming week, transfer them in a Ziploc pouch and freeze them for up to a month easily. If you want, you can separate them before adding it. I'll be using all of them at once, so I'm not separating it. You can also mention the date so you know exactly when you froze them. Freezing it will prevent it from going bad, and whenever you are ready to use it, you do not need to thaw it. Just take it out from the freezer and you can directly put it on the skillet and warm it. This is ready to go in the freezer. If you have an extra loaf of bread, you can freeze that as well. Tip number 7. If you have a little bit of milk left in the container, transfer it in a glass and cover it. This lid came with one of the snack containers. I washed it and now I reuse it to cover small items. Before throwing or recycling any item, you should always see if you can reuse it somehow. Transferring the milk in a smaller glass will not only save you space, but it will also save you time. You will not be struggling later on to make room in the fridge for other items. Not only milk, you can follow this tip for any leftover food item. Let's move to the next tip. Best way to knead your chapati dough is to always measure it. For 2 cups of flour, add 1 cup of water. You can always add a little bit more if need be. This quantity will yield you approximately 10 rotis. Taking a measured amount of flour and kneading it will avoid wastage and will save you time. After adding the water, knead the dough for a few seconds. Once the dough comes together, you do not need to knead it further. Cover it and let it rest for 15 to 20 minutes. This tip is also a huge time saver. Use this time saved to do your other chores. After approximately 20 minutes, knead it again for a few seconds. You will notice that the dough has become so smooth without much effort. At last, apply a little bit of ghee to avoid discoloration. And now it's ready to be used, or store it in an airtight container for later use. So next time you knead the dough, do remember these tips. Tip number 9. Wash your lentils or rice thoroughly 4 to 5 times till the water is clear. The water in which we've washed our lentils is a source of proteins, irons, potassium, and vitamins. Instead of discarding it, give it to your plants as a fertilizer. By doing this, you are not only reusing water, you will also save money by using homemade fertilizer. Next tip, always soak your lentils for at least 15 minutes in hot water or for up to an hour in regular water. This will help in digestion and also reduce the cooking time. I am sure you must have learned something new from this video. If you found it helpful, please don't forget to hit the like button. This not only helps with the YouTube algorithm, but it also keeps me motivated to share more such content with all of you. These were the 10 tips for this video. If you've liked watching it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also click on the bell icon so you get an update when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching.